These are the Photopea instructions for spot color using a photograph called flower. Another name for this technique is called color splash. Our goal with this image today is to make a purple flower on a grayscale background. I see this technique used a lot in our nature and outdoor photography editing. Students like to do a splash of color on one part of it versus have the entire image be in color. I also see it a lot in portrait photography, which we will cover in April, and also in advertising photography. We recently covered Philippe Halsman, the jump guy, and one of his earliest images was for advertising for a makeup company. They used color splash or spot color on her lipstick in that ad. So let's go to Safari and go to photopea.com, download and open up the image called flower. Yours won't have the watermark right there. First thing we want to do is have two layers to work with. To do that, over here we have one layer, so go to layer, duplicate layer. Now we have two. I'm going to start with the bottom one. So I'm going to choose background on the right hand side, make sure it's highlighted in gray. And working with just that one, I'm going to go to image, adjustments, black and white. Just click OK. You won't notice anything happening to your image over here, but on the layers menu, you'll see that the top one remained color. The bottom one, the background one, is now grayscale. We're finished with that layer, so now click on layer 1 so that it's highlighted. Now I want to cut this flower out. A quick way to do that is to go to Select Magic Cut. We use that for our Hannah picture to easily cut her out, but there is a little bit of cleanup to do. You'll notice that some of this green got selected. So what I want to do is take away some of this green. This is what our preview is for this image, and this is where we're going to fix it. So to take away the green right here, choose the red. And this is where we start erasing some of it. I'm going to just draw a little bit of red right here, and you'll see that it disappears from right there. I want to make sure that we clean this up as best as possible. On my keyboard is two brackets next to the letter P. And every time I click those brackets, my selection area gets bigger and smaller. That's a shortcut. You could also do that over here on this menu, but I like the shortcut. So I'm going to go with a very small selection area. I'm trying to get rid of this green right there. Very, very small selection area. Still using my red button. I'm going to try and tell it to not include, I'll click very slowly, not include that green. Now, there are still some other areas over here that show a little bit of green. It's okay. This is a practice project. If this was your image that you were going to turn in for the second grade, I'd want you to zoom in and do a little bit more work. But we have mostly the purple flower cut out. Once you're ready, click OK. And when you do it, the work is done for you. Basically, it added what's called a layer mask there, meaning that it keeps what you've selected and deletes the rest so that our background is now showing through. Last step is to file, export as, always choose JPG, and click Save. You're going to download that and turn that in on Schoology for grade number 1. Grade number 2 is you're going to choose your own image of anything, anyone, anywhere, any place, shot with anything, and turn that in using the same technique with color splash. Just have one item be color and the rest be grayscale.